Season 10 of War 49 versus S-Law, and I am bringing Colossus and Kate Bishop. Of course, I have Omega Red on the team, but that is just for a synergy. And so the first path that I'm going to be taking is Path 1, and I have a Guardian and a, who is this? I think it's Kindred. These are pretty straightforward fights. I'm not going to turn on Suicides for the first couple, and then I'll throw them on for the later fights. So Colossus versus Gladiator. Pretty straightforward. I have power back boosts on. Yeah, I'm just going to parry through his unstoppable if he gets it. Rush to SP2. And yeah, should be good to go. So, huge heavy crit there. Huge heavy crit there. Okay. Just trying to get that special out of him. I'll block that. It's fine. And yeah, as I said before, just going to try to parry through this. Miss a parry there, but land the reparry. Okay, so here, I'm like, alright, let me just get a special 2. This should probably kill him. I do some heavies. And, let's see this here. He gets another unstoppable, which is a little bit annoying. I just back off. Really not sure why I lost that much ground. That probably wasn't needed. Time the heavy to stop the unstoppable. And drop the special 2. Not to stop, to time out it. Okay, so first fight, super easy. Nice little back-end crit for like 111k or something. Okay. Then I have this Kindred, and I am going to PS1 here just because it makes the fight a little bit easier. I'm not sure. I don't remember exactly. I think I might have played this one kind of badly. I'm not sure. I think I held my second special one for a bit. I'm not sure, though. Okay, so I'm going to go in and combo, backdraft, special 1. Hopefully he can just throw this right off knockdown, which he kind of does. Okay, punish that. Perfect. And yeah, I hold my special 1 here, I guess. Punish that next special 1. Then I can drop this. Okay. I mean, honestly, I think this is okayly played so far. Okay, dash in. And yeah, now he's going to be at 5. So I just dropped the special 1. Yeah, that was pretty good. Okay, so that is how I would play Kindred. I like to hold off on the special 1, the second one, just so I can build up a little bit more power before he starts ticking for even more. Then I have a section 2 with path 5. This is Destroyer. I've taken this fight before. Was it a 7-star? I think it was a 7-star or 3 Unawakened. I'm not really sure. But I've taken this fight before. I'm just going to use that same PS1. And I'm going to beta dash in, intercept, special 1. And it should be pretty straightforward. Okay. I missed the dash in because I'm garbage. Nice. Got to get another one. Okay. Tap special 1, just like that. Okay. And then, yeah, this fight is basically underway. Gonna try to get a special 1 out of him. I'm doing shallow decks. It's probably not needed. Probably should have done something else. Okay. So a couple things that we're learning from this fight, which is substantially worse than the other one. Instead of tapping special 1, maybe do a couple more hits so that he can have a little bit more power at the beginning. It'll be easier to pause the cold snaps. Regardless, he's still dead, so it wasn't bad at all. But I'm wondering if maybe getting a special 1 to him sooner might have allowed me to pause the debuffs and not lose that cold snap. But it's fine. No harm, no foul. Okay, then I'm going to turn on the Suicide Masteries, of course, and I have Colossus versus Bullseye. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty straightforward. I'm just going to kill him, get to special 1. I have the PS1, so I'm going to just rush to special 1, then I'm going to intercept him, and then I'm going to heavy. That is the plan. Okay, let's get this thing out of him. Okay. Eventually he throws it, because he's a dickhead, takes forever. Parry that hit. Okay, and then I want to get an intercept here. He does not go for it, so I do another backdraft here. And then I don't really get a good chance to heavy, so I just drop the special 2, and that pushes me just up under a special 3. Going to special intercept into another special 2, and Bullseye dies. So super straightforward, easy fight. And we're coming up to what I thought was the last fight of my war. I actually have 3 more, because I guess I can't read a plan. So we have a super scroll here, and I should have PS1 and just nuked the fight. I also should have parry heavied to minimize the armor ups that he gains relative to the amount of power that I get, right? Because that's really what the dance is about. But this is the root node, and I am using a Colossus with Suicide Masteries, and yeah, probably should have started with the PS1. and also started parry heavy. But anyway, I'm comboing him up. Okay, he dropped his special 1. I also dex this because I'm scared of building up those block charges. I don't remember what it's called, but that was a mistake. I should not be dexing these specials. I should be parrying them. So that's a big mistake there. He's getting power, and it's just really not needed. So not sure why I was trying to get cute with the block node. Anyway, so I blocked this first special 1. We're fine, and we're rooted. And I think, oh crap, let me parry heavy into special 2. But you'll also see that he's about to get falter. And I had honestly thought of falter earlier, but just forgot. So I dropped a special 1 to bail me out, and he drops 12 hits into my face, so we're kind of good to go. And here, he has a bunch of buffs that I'm kind of not really worried about right now, that I should be. Again, that dex is stupid. Well, that dex was needed. And then he gets to unblockable, and I'm like, okay, this is really bad. I am rooted. Maybe I'll drop the special 2 to get me out of it. Okay, he's unblockable, so he has a special 2. Double crit for 22k. Looking really bad because I do have recoil on, and then I drop another special 1 into falter. He blocks, and I die. So generally terribly played fight. Should have started with the PS1. Should have been more cognizant of his charges, and should have been aware of falter. That special 1 into falter basically killed the fight for me. So played very, very poorly, and I did die as a consequence. The second fight, I'm just gonna parry heavy. I didn't start with the PS1, but here I'm just like, all right, I'm just going to heavy him, and they both happen to crit. Obviously, like, we could look back in hindsight and be like, oh yeah, if both of your heavies crit for 90k combined, like, probably you should do that. And I probably should have parry heavied, but also, like, I mean, there's no guaranteeing that crit RNG would have been another fight. But regardless, approached that fight poorly, and kind of just had a categorical misunderstanding of how to approach it. So, I died as a mistake, I died as a result of that, and it was a mistake. But anyway, now I'm on to Dust, and this is actually well later in the war, because again, I forgot that I had extra minis, and so I'm going to turn on the half suies for this one. Game plan is pretty straightforward. I can parry her mediums. I'm going to wait out her shock phase because I do not have an Odin, and I do have a PS1, as you can obviously tell, because I started with a bar of power. So here I combo a little early, and every single hit gives me a shock, so we love that. That was nice. Not sure who I pissed off to do that, but yay. Drop a special 2, almost gets me back up to another one. This is great. I have to dex the special 1, and she's back into shock phase, which is fine. Going to get some parries, and here I'm kind of on the wall, so I may have to do something to get out of it. We'll see. Dex a heavy, dex another heavy, just drop the special 2, barely in shock phase. Get a crit on the back end for 98k, another special 2, and yeah, that finishes the job. So I mean, a little bit of an annoying fight just because I lost a lot of space, but no real danger there. And then I have one more fight, which is a Baron Zemo, and basically I'm going to PS1 and try to nuke it. There are kind of two concerns here. The first one is that because my buffs expire, because I have a ton of buffs, I might falter him, and if I falter him, he'll shrug it and get closer to rooting me. And the second problem is that when he drops a special 1, he's going to put a disorient on me and make it harder for me to parry, and therefore build Furies. So here we go. Parry heavy. And again, right now the parry heavies are super easy, but you're about to see that they're not going to be. Okay, the buff expires. It's actually the buff on him, so oopsies. But again, there you see it shrugs the falter. And here I bait this out. No, just kidding. I am the worst ever. What was that? Parry heavy special 2 would have been the play if I could have landed it, but oopsies. So here, I don't really have a chance to heavy because, well, I do heavy, sorry. And I special 2, and it pushes me to another special 2. Kind of misremembered what happened there. There, I definitely should not try to heavy. So I drop another special 2, and I want to be safe, so I'm going to bait this out of him. I have 6 prowess, so that should be fine. I am going to get faltered, which sucks, but whatever. Okay. And then I'm going to get faltered again, and there's really nothing I can do about it, so that sucks too. And yeah, I'm just kind of getting beat up by the node cycling. So here I do a double dex on the heavy, and I'm trying to just get a special 2 off, drop that, and he dies. So really messy war, played really stupid and bad, and ended up dying. So I'll try to pick it up next war with better gameplay and smarter approaches.